Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here again in the back room with Norman's Rare Guitars. Welcome back to another episode of Guitar of the Day. No reaction today.
Woo!
There we
yeah!
go.
The crowd goes wild.
Crowd goes wild, makes me feel better. Remember the Strat with the freaking Floyd Rose last episode before we took break? That last Saturday, last day of 2017? Yeah, sold that. That's gone. That's 2 of the last 4. Still batting 500. Oh man. Went to storage this morning with Norm and some of the guys. Pulled out about 20 new things. Just sold 2 of them before you ever had a chance to see them. If you're on Instagram in my story, there's this custom factory black Birdland 2 Alnico 5 staple pickups. Yeah, it's gone. And my Strat for tomorrow that we pulled out is also gone.
What?
Sick. But hey, they're gone, which means we sold them, which means it's all good. Everybody's happy. It's the first freaking Flat Top Friday of 2018. I want to do something different this week. We've been doing, you guys bitch and moan about all those just Martin and Gibson acoustic guitars. We're going to do something different. This is totally different. We're going from vintage and unique to boutique. And we're going high. We're going high end. We're going to do something that's got some new technology that you've never seen. I'm not talking about robot tuners. I'm talking about some new guitar building technology. It's going to be pretty cool. Kind of excited about it. Come back. First Flat Top Friday 2018. This thing's brand new. This is from 2016. This is, 2017. It's 2018 now. This is a Kevin Ryan Nightingale Grand Soloist. Now this has got a German Spruce top, East Indian Rosewood back and sides, ebony board, ebony bridge, and of course the beveled edge with the fluted sound holes.
Ooh, that's cool.
We got a lot to talk about, kids. So I'm going to take it, most of you guys are probably not familiar with Kevin Ryan, but Kevin's been doing this for a really long time. He's actually out of Long Beach, California, not far from here. Only, I think, 2 or 3 dealers in the United States for these guitars. I mean, it's a couple guy operation, so they're not like cranking out units like some of the other companies are. But he's kind of a contemporary of like the James Olsons and, you know, those kinds of name guys. The really high-end fingerstyle guys love all of these guitars. This is his shape, which they call the Grand Soloist or the Nightingale, which would be kind of similar to an auditorium size, but it's got a couple differences. Now, Kevin does not come from like a guitar building background. If I remember correctly, Kevin was like an aircraft engineer or like a NASA built like airplane things and stuff like that in the aerospace industry. So he's kind of smart and he's like really good at certain things. There's a lot of not only technology in this guitar, there's a lot of patents in this guitar that Kevin holds. So let's talk about a few things here for starters. First off, it's hard to not talk about the beveled edge or the comfort contour, which allows your arm to not sit there against a hard edge. Now you're saying, Mark, I've seen that on some of the new high-end Taylor guitars and some of the R. Taylor guitars and a couple other companies. Like, yeah, because of this. This is one of Kevin's things, one of his inventions to do this beveled edge. Now he's taken it one step further with this addition of these fluted sound holes, which are actually kind of act as a monitor system for the player. So normally you're playing the acoustic guitar, the sound holes down here, all the sound's going out there. This allows sound to come up and be shot back towards the player. That's the same sound that's coming out of the sound hole, that sound box sound coming back up. And it's really noticeable when you play it. And it's really kind of an enjoyable experience to really feel like you got your head in front of the sound hole even while you're playing the guitar, like you're the audience. Very, very cool. And again, patented. You'll notice there is a lot of abalone and pearl on this guitar. Mm-hmm. Now that's something else that Kevin's very famous for and something that you've seen on a lot of other guitars. Kevin found a way. All of this pearl work, this is real pieces of shell, but Kevin teamed up with 3M and made a substance where they're able to affix real pieces of abalone shell to a pliable kind of strip material, which can then be cut to any size, thickness, or detail. And they can do that with abalone, they can do it with mother of pearl, they can do it with green seashell or purple shell, blue shell, turquoise, whatever you're into. And they can get cut into these very fine sheets, which allows them to do all of this. And you notice, you see the abalone right here, but then you got individual strips of mother of pearl on either side of the abalone. Then you have this tight abalone. Look at all this abalone going down the sides of the borders of the binding on the fretboard, around the headstock. I mean, you can get all of this intricate stuff, and you can do it in a fraction of the time. Taylor is using this stuff. I believe Martin is using this stuff now. This is the kind of thing that the whole industry is taking on. Now, being an aircraft engineer, I think part of his real mission with the guitars is to get as much weight as you possibly can out of the guitars without losing the stability of the instruments or compromising, fragility for weight. If you can get inside here, check out these braces. These are laser cut braces, which you'll see they sit kind of far off of the top, but they're all lasered out. All the mass is taken out of the middle. This is another way to allow weight to be taken out, but to let that top still move like, a very scalloped, thinly braced guitar. Let that soundboard move, but not lose the stability, but not add a ton of weight. The other thing that he does, which is kind of revolutionary, is his bridge plate. Typically, bridge plates, Martin Gibson guitars, are usually a piece of maple that, sits underneath the saddle, that everything goes through, kind of adds some weight to the top. Kevin has developed this, what they call the Honeycomb bridge plate. You get all the stuff that's attached to it off. Check this out. So now this sits underneath. I forget which way it sits. I don't build these things. He builds them. I just sell them. But this thing will almost fly out of your hands. All of the weight, all of the mass out of the bridge plate's been taken off. So now, instead of it weighing down the top and preventing the top from moving, it's actually working in harmony with the top. Also, what's really cool is you can, from there, you have either ebony or maple, depending on the sound you like, to go as the actual bridge plate component. But this is going to stop the distortion that sometimes you get off of the bridge plate hitting the top, as well as a lot of the weight that's going onto the top. Another thing that's the kerfing. This is also his proprietary kerfing, which is different than the typical wood kerfing and makes it much quicker to go through. This is also kind of becoming an industry standard with a lot of the other companies that are out there as well. His tuning machines are also great. These are custom done for them. I think they're an 18-to-1 ratio. Super, super smooth. Very, very accurate in terms of ratio. And then another thing you'll see is the spherical back arch. What's so interesting about that? Well, here's the deal. Notice how the taper kind of works. The parts that are closest to your body are tapered, but that arch gives you the boom and that kind of volume and enhanced thing that you get out of the real deep body guitars without kicking you all the way out here. So also there's just a lot of cool stuff going on in these guitars, man. And they're like really pretty, beautiful, totally inlaid guitars. Now this one is Indian Rosewood. Like I said, I've got 3 or 4 other Kevin Ryans here. I've got some Brazilian rosewood ones. I've got some ones that are super tricked out with pearl and presentation style kind of vine inlays and headstock inlays and stuff like that. I wanted to kind of show you just a bench model just to give you guys a feel for them. So it's just going to be the Sitka German Spruce with the Indian Rosewood back and sides. Let's go out to the couch. We'll hit this, we'll tickle it with the fingers. We'll hit it with the pick. We'll give the Kevin Ryans a shot. Let you guys hear them.
Tickle.
All right, we're out front. We have the Kevin Ryan Nightingale Grand Soloist, the German Spruce top, the Indian Rosewood back and sides, and of course that beveled edge. Let's put it through the paces. We'll start with the fingers and then we'll switch to a flat pick here in just a second. pick up a flat pick. Let's hit a little bit harder with the right hand. See how the top responds when we give it a little bit of oomph here. There you have it. Brand new from last year. This is a Kevin Ryan Nightingale Grand Soloist. German Spruce top, Indian Rosewood back and sides. Have the beveled contour edge here with the Fluted Sound Holes. Abalone inlay all over it, ebony board, ebony bridge. Man, a lot of technology, a lot of cool patents in this guitar that the whole industry is starting to catch on to. Kevin's the guy that did them. We are the exclusive West Coast dealer. I've got a few of them. Want to like this one? You want to hear about some of the other ones? Give me a call. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another episode of Guitar of the Day. Till then, follow me on Instagram at Mark Agnesi. Follow the store at Norman's Rare Guitars, and check this and the rest of these guitars out online at normansrareguitars.com. We'll see you guys back here for one final episode of Guitar of the Day. Peace.
Bye.